Dino's Workshop.
Hey up, welcome back to the channel. Right, for my next little project, the daughter's asked me to make her a bird feeder. Now it's something that she's seen knocking around somewhere online, and she gave me a bit of a picture. So anyway, let's see if we can knock something up for the sort of thing that she wants. It's got basically a hanging, it's like a lantern really, that the bird feeder goes in, and then there's a piece that comes off it, post up, probably about 6 foot high, 5.5 foot, a post off it with a logo on or a saying, and then the lantern hangs below it with the feeder in. So that's what we aim to make. I'm going to make out of Tacwise timber. Most of the timber that I've got is what I've got knocking around already. Hopefully buying as little as possible. I've had to buy the post, which costs £17. That's 75mm square. But that's basically all I bought for up to yet anyway. The idea is we're going to fix it in the ground with a bit of postcrete, and that'll be it. So I'll have to buy a bag of postcrete, no doubt, the bird feeder and the post. Everything else I think I've got, the screws and the other bits of wood. I've had to put some pieces together to make sure I've got the sizes that I want. I've already cut the bits of wood to save you watching me doing that. I'll show you what I've got, and we'll go from there. Right, these are what I've got. There's the post, if you like. That's 75mm square. I've got this piece knocking round. There's going to go an inscription on this. This is the piece for the horizontal piece, if you like. And then these are the other pieces that I've already cut. I'll go through the sizes as I'm building it up. But yeah, so them are all the bits. So what I'm going to do now, my aim is to build the feeder pod itself, if you like. I'll build that up, and then we'll move on to the next parts. Now what I've had to do for the top and bottom of this unit, if you like, I've had to put a joint here. I've had to join two pieces, and what I've done, I've basically pocket holed them and wood glued them. Hopefully should be enough. It's taking no weight or anything like that. And then what my aim is I shall put one of these pieces on top, which again will give it a bit more strength anyway. I've already chamfered these off around about 30 degrees all the way round, just for show really, if you like. These bits here are the legs in between, so you kind of, if you kind of go like that, if you know what I mean. And then the feeder sort of hangs in the middle of them. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start drilling some holes into these for put screws into these legs, if you like. And we'll do that, we'll wood glue them and screw them using some decking screws I've got knocking round. So let's do that first. We'll do the drilling, then screw them up. Right, what I've done, I've rounded all these edges off to basically, well, make it seem a bit better. And I've drilled the ends of them where the screws are going to go, so hopefully it doesn't split the wood. Right, so that's the four legs on. Now I'm going to put the top on. Again, just screwing and a bit of wood glue. Right, so that's the kind of pod made, whatever you want to call it. It's like an hanging lantern, I think. But anyway, the idea is that goes in there, feeder, and hangs in there. And then there's going to go a couple of hooks on the top here to hang off the horizontal rail. So anyway, that's that bit done. I'm not sure if it's just going to be stained yet, or whether it's going to be painted in willow colours. Sorry, in cuprinol shades. But anyway, I'll decide that later. But for now, let's get on to the next. I did miss a bit of video. I missed the bit where basically I etched this out, as you saw, and then I sprayed it and then sanded it off to show what's kind of been etched in. So I kind of missed that bit, but what my plan is now, I'm going to cut this down here. It's going to be cut off at this end as well. But anyway, that's going to be cut down a bit. I'm going to make a mortise and tenon. I think it's that joint. I'm not really up on sort of woodworking joints, but anyway, sort of a mortise and tenon to go into the post to give it a bit more stability. And then basically I thought I'd probably screw it from the back end into it and wood glue it in. That's my idea anyway. So I'm going to cut that now, and hopefully I'll do that right. I think I've only ever done one before, but I'll do that now, and let's see how that goes. What I decided to do is just cut the end off like that, and then obviously that's going into the post, that end there. Now looking at the top of the post here, I'm thinking of coming about 100mm down, sort of 4 inches from the top. Now I'm going to cut an hole in that to take this joint I've made. I'll draw it out, and then obviously I'll use my chisels, and I think I'm going to use a router for getting the bulk of it out. It's probably got to go in about, it's about 10mm, something like that. So it's only much, 10-15mm, something like that. So yeah, let's do that now. So that there's what I want cutting out. I'm going to, like I say, I've only ever done one of these before. I'll chisel the outside, and then I'll hand router the bulk of it out, I think. And so it only needs to be sort of 10-15mm deep, something like that. Right, moment of truth, let's see what happens with it. That's slightly slacker than what I wanted. I did wonder whether I should have made it smaller at the top end as well, but I wasn't sure about getting it on my saw, I'll be honest with you. But anyway, that's alright for what I want. Like I say, there's no weight gain on, and my plan is to drill a couple of screws in from the back anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and then wood glue it as well. Right, now what I've got is these hooks. Let me lay them out. I found these in my stash, if you like, and I'm going to put these ones into the cross member and then these into this bit here, if you like, and I'll end up with sort of a, I don't know, a distance sort of like that for it hanging. I was going to put it on one hook, but then I'm thinking it'll swing around a lot more. If I've got it on two hooks, it shouldn't swing around so much, I suppose, if the wind's getting up it. That's me thinking of it anyway. So I'll screw them in now, and then I'm going to fix this into here. Screwing through the back, wood gluing, and then I've got a cap to put on the end of here. Them two are in there, as you can see. So let's put them into the top piece, into the feeder now. Right, where I thought it'd just slide on, it doesn't. I'm going to have to take a little bit off each of these hooks, I think, to be able to get it on easier. But anyway, that's the idea of what will end up happening. It'll just be hanging from there like that. Alright, now what I've done, I've sanded one down a bit more than the other, because what I've decided to do is put the hooks in opposite directions. I can get that on there, and then I can squeeze that one onto there like that. And I think there's less chance of it coming off then. So hopefully that'll be good. That's it, that's that fixed in position. Don't look too bad. And it's pretty square, so yeah, happy enough with that. That's it, top cap's on, hangers on, and next job is to put some stain on it. Some kind of protection. It is all tannalised anyway, but I'll put some protection on it. Right, what I decided to do is one, put the hook on the underneath before I paint it, and I've put this one underneath the base, if you like. And the idea of that is can hang fat balls off it if wanted. So yeah, so that's where I am. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to paint it all up, and then job's a good one.